And take 3. Good morning, beach.
Good morning, Florida. I'm sitting here today with my friend Laura. Say hi, Laura.
Hi.
No, you're supposed to say hi, Laura.
Oh, hi, Laura.
Say hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
It's like training a puppy. I met Laura on the night of my January meetup.
Yes.
She was not on a wait list. She was not on the main list. She was on no list. And you know what she did because she wanted to come? She emailed me. You emailed me, right?
No, I commented on the
commented.
YouTube
Oh,
because I
that's
didn't have your email address.
Okay. She commented and she just said, I want to come to the meetup. Mm-hmm. Can I come? And it was was it that same day?
Yes.
It was the same day.
Yes.
And I said, you know something, we're not full. So yes, come. And you were like, well, how do I pay? I said, you know something, just come and just come and see Bob. So her name on YouTube is Low on the Go. So I didn't know what her name was. But so she comes up to me at the meetup and she's like, hi. She goes, I can't made it here. And I was just like, oh, good. And she's like, I'm low on the go. I was like, oh, low on the go. I remember low on the go because I can't remember everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it was low on the go. So she went and saw Barb. And so you were my singing and dancing buddy for the whole
time.
meetup. Yeah, for the
yes.
whole meetup. And we had such a good time. And then what happened was Renee just happened to be parked next to me at the meetup. So I had said to Renee, you know, what are you doing when you're leaving here? And she said, I don't know. And I said, well, why don't you come to the beach with me? She's like, okay. So she came to the beach with me. And then a couple of days later, Renee says, I think I'm going to be going to meet Laura. And I was just like, oh, is that Low on the Go? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, great, where are you going? She's like, I don't know where we're meeting yet. And I said, well, what better place could there be than the beach? So why don't you just see if she wants to come here? So she did.
Oh,
She's
yes.
been here ever since.
Ever since.
Since January, it was the middle of January.
Yes.
Since the middle of January, she's become the beach bum.
This is my new home.
Yeah. In fact, when we're not here, she's here.
Yes, that's true.
She saves our spot.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Much as possible.
Yeah. So it was just been really interesting to get to know both of them really. So we're kind of like the Three Stooges, actually.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, definitely the Three Stooges.
So we just had a lot of fun right now. We just made a birthday video for Renee because she's not here. She's with family in Orlando, and she's not here, and today's her birthday. So we made her a birthday video. I'll show you that right here. Had fun making that video today on the beach. It was just fun.
Yes.
Silly fun. Of course, we got people right next to us, people over there.
We warned them.
We're like, don't mind us. We're going to be twirling batons and we're just doing something weird.
Yes.
So they expect it now.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So Laura's been a lot of fun on the beach because she points everything out and remembers everything, and she knows all our neighbors and everybody by name, and she like, she just doesn't miss anything. And like, I won't speak for Renee, I'll talk about myself. Oblivious to any of my surroundings. She's like, you really have to be aware of your surroundings. I was like, well, I'm screwed then, because I am not. And so she just notices everything. And so she points out very interesting things. And I've been coming to this beach for a few years, and she knows more about it than I do. And it will just always be that way, because everything that she's told me, I'll forget.
Yes, yes.
It's just the way it goes.
Oh, that's the way it goes.
Anyway, so Laura, she travels in a...
Oh, Dodge Caravan, 2020 Dodge Caravan. It's my second
Bye-bye.
van. Bye. Have a good day. Thank you.
She's in a Dodge Grand Caravan.
Yep.
And it's white, so we got the 3 white vans. When Renee's here, we got the 3 white vans, all right around the same size. So anyway, so Laura, tell us your story. You are in this van full-time.
Full-time.
In a Dodge Grand Caravan full-time. How long have you been
Yes.
full-time? In your Dodge Grand Caravan.
Well, I've been full-time 4 years, and this is my second van.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And so what was your first van?
Oh, I love that van. I had a 2004 Nissan Quest. I traded in a 2009 car for a 2004 van, and I loved that thing. And I went back and forth to the East Coast 4 or 5 times.
From
Loved
Arizona?
it. From Arizona, yes.
So now, so is Arizona your home
It's my domicile.
domicile?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And do you have family that lives in Arizona?
My mom lives in Arizona, yes, and I have
So-
a few good friends that live there.
Okay. So you use mom's address as your address.
Oh, yes,
She
thank
gets
God.
your mail,
Yes,
and
yes, and she's been really good with my mail and, you know, getting things sent to me if I need it. It's been wonderful.
That's
You have to
nice.
have that. You have to have,
to have somebody, yeah.
yes,
So,
somebody.
Like, what about people that don't? I mean,
Wow.
I think there's certain states that you can get a residence in,
Well,
and you gotta
yes.
get like a mailbox and stuff.
And it's tricky business with that now because you have to become a resident. It has to be your domicile, like South Dakota, Florida,
Yeah.
Texas, and there are different regulations on how to go about that.
Yeah, I heard that South Dakota is the easiest place to get a.
Yes,
To get an
that's
address.
that's right. That's what I've heard as well.
Yeah. But just go to Bob Wells' channel for that.
Oh gosh, yes, he'll tell
Bob
you all
Wells
the
will tell
places.
he'll tell you all the places.
Yes.
Because I don't know. We don't know because we've never done it.
No.
We've never needed to find an address. I have an address back home in Boston. She's got an address home in Arizona.
Yes.
I am not full-time, but she is full-time.
Yes.
So she lives in that full-time.
Yes.
And how much do you love it?
Love it.
Yeah?
Love it. I love it. I haven't been able to live in a sticks and bricks comfortably for 20 some odd years. Owned the homes, all of it. And after, I'm always planning vacations, road trips, but this is it. I love it. I will always live in my van now,
Yeah.
as long as I can.
So you just chase the weather
I chase the weather.
because you don't have heat in there other
No
than when
heat.
you start the car. When you start the van, the heat comes on, just like me.
Yes.
Yeah. And so if it starts to get too uncomfortable every day, you just chasing 70, like they say.
Chasing 70.
Chasing 70.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now we're in just about 70, huh?
Oh, it's glorious.
Sunny and 70. A little bit of a breeze that's just making that hot sun not feel so hot,
Yes.
and it's all good.
Perfect. This is the perfect weather for living in a van.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, are you usually traveling by yourself, or do you always meet up with people? Like the way that we've met up and spending lengthy time with people, does that usually happen along the way?
Not at all. This is the first time I've ever traveled with anyone else or spent more than, well, I've never traveled with anyone else. I used to have a dog and she's passed away now, 2 years. But no, never traveled with anyone else. Your meetup was my first meetup.
Okay.
And to spend all that time with so many wonderful women, that was a first.
Yeah.
And then meeting Purple Renee was just fantastic. I think that we've become fast friends, and it's been glorious.
And then we came to the beach for a while. Then we all went to
Yes.
Compresco together.
Yes.
Then we all came back to the beach. Then we all went to the next
meetup.
meetup again.
Yes.
And then we came back.
Yes.
Then we went to the Grateful Hammock.
Oh,
The
yes.
Grateful Hammock.
The Grateful Hammock.
Yeah, and now we just came back to the beach again. So,
Yes,
So
yes.
this isn't typical. So now what's going to happen when Renee and I go back Back home, you're going to be like, now what do I do? Either that, you'll be like, thank God, I got my time back.
Yeah. Well, it's been interesting since
It's nice being alone too.
It is. You guys had other things to do, and so I was here for 3 or 4 days, just doing my own thing, and it was lovely.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a different lovely.
Yes, it's you recharge, you regroup, get back into my own routine, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's been great, but I have plans like everybody. You know, I'll be chasing the weather back north when it gets too hot here, and I'll end up in New York. I may end up in Tennessee, puppy sitting. We'll just see.
So this is friends. You have friends in New York. Friends in Tennessee.
Yes.
So you bop around and
bopping around, following the weather back.
So when you're traveling around and you're not staying with friends, driveways and stuff, where do you usually park?
Oh boy, well, my favorite place, of course, are the Flying J's. I love it. I pull in there. I know I'm supposed to be there. It's great. They have everything. I don't even lock my door. And that's my favorite place. And then second, of course, is the Cracker Barrels. Another good place.
Why do you like the Flying J over, say, Love's and Trucks America and what's the other ones?
Truck Stops of America. They're good too. But I just gravitate to the Flying J's. I really do. Love's, and it's probably my own fault, but a couple times I've gone through and there were a bunch of signs that said no overnight parking, but that's not really the case from what I understand. But I love the Flying J's. Yeah, Pilot Flying J's.
Yeah. And do you like if you're living in your van and do you always have a destination?
No.
Okay, so if you're at a Flying J's, would you maybe be there for a few days, just hanging out?
You know, that's a great question.
Yeah.
So last year when I traveled, that's exactly what happened. It was wonderful because I spent a lot more time in Georgia than I thought I would. I was in Savannah, and then I said, oh my gosh, Savannah's so pretty. I want to see more of it. And so I went back to the same Cracker Barrel 3 nights in a row and explored the city there. And then, of course, Jekyll Island and Brunswick, Georgia is beautiful. It's not to be missed. And I picked up a Cracker Barrel real close to there. And Walmart. I actually found a really good Walmart. I don't do those very often anymore, but they work sometimes.
Yeah, they work sometimes.
Yeah.
And so then you'll just pick an area that you like and then just find a place to sleep every night.
Correct.
Easy breezy.
And
when you're in a minivan, it's nice and easy.
Yes, and what I have found is like here, I have the same neighbors day in and day out. The same vehicles are doing the same things and the same people. So it's this community where whatever it is, whether you're in a neighborhood in your house or whether you're out on the road, you bump into the same people. Yeah.
That's cool. And you feel safe. You feel safe on the road?
Always.
Yeah.
I've never
Me too.
felt unsafe. It's like everyone else says. I've gone to a couple of parks that just didn't feel comfortable, and I just said, I'm going down the road.
You just leave.
That's it.
Yeah. That happened to me in Yuma, Arizona.
Ah, yes.
Went to a park and we were going to sit there for the day, and we pulled in and we're like, no, it was the only time I really got a gut feeling like, no, you don't want to be here.
Yes.
And then you just leave.
Yes, you just leave.
You
just
don't think
turn
about it. You just leave.
Yes, there's no
when the gut talks to you, you just listen.
That's right.
Yeah.
Every time. Never just always,
there's plenty
no
of other
matter
places
what.
to go.
Oh, it's endless.
Especially if you're stealth. Well,
Yeah. And even not.
yeah.
There's plenty of places.
Plenty of places to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what does your family think of your lifestyle?
Let's see. My family is pretty much like, they love living in their sticks and bricks. They think I'm a little off the wall. My oldest friend says she doesn't understand it, but she respects me and she loves me. And she just wants to know that I'm safe. That's the thing. My sister, she wishes that she could do it sometimes because she loves her home. So they think I'm crazy.
Oh, so she'd like to do a part-time with you?
Yeah, like visits. Some people just want to, they like living vicariously through the journey, but they don't really want to leave their sticks and bricks full time. Yeah.
So she would just like to do trips.
Yeah, short trips. Short trips.
Kind of like what I did when I was still working.
Yes.
Just short trips. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, here's our friend.
There's our friend, our silent friend.
The silent friend. He doesn't say a word.
No, but he likes to park near us.
Always parks near us.
Yeah, he must feel safe.
Even when the beach is huge. You'd think he would want to be our friend, but he never talks
Oh no.
to us.
Mm-mm. He just feels comfortable around us.
Have you seen
Phil?
No, I saw Phil was in
Yes.
the hotel last night.
Yeah, he was with us.
Where we park, we call it the hotel, even though it's not a hotel.
Because
We're
the
going
same
to the
people
hotel.
stay there. We all stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was at the hotel last night, though.
Yes.
I haven't seen him on the beach, though.
Oh yes, he's here. He's.
Well, of course she knows. Oh, he's here. He's rolling. Where is he parked? Exactly.
He's on the other side.
He's on the other side of the causeway.
He's on
Okay.
the other side.
He's on the other side.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. He moves around a little bit more than we do. we can't move around so much because we have strangers, quote unquote, that come by and want to see Lulu and hold up signs that say, "You don't know me, but I know you, and I want to say hello." So we have to, kind of stay in one place.
We don't want to get confused people. No, that guy, who's the guy with the Mountain Dew hat?
Oh, Terry.
Terry.
I have not seen him.
No?
No,
Wonder where he
not
is.
since I got back here last week. I don't know.
Did you see him when you come back this week?
No.
Oh, not
Not at all. Not
Last
at
time
all.
he was telling us jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yes.
tells jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of jokes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He did take the tag off his hat.
He did?
He did.
Oh my God, I was
He
wondering
did.
why he wouldn't take the tag off his new hat. Take the tag off. I thought he was going to return it.
Yeah, no, he loves that hat. He does, and he finally took the tag off.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. What about Drone Man?
Oh, he's here every day. He was here this morning with us.
He was?
Oh, yes.
Was he flying the drone?
I don't know that.
Oh.
I mean, it looked like he was. I didn't actually see it, but he's here every single day.
Okay.
Yeah. He hangs with the boys there at the end. There's a group. There's a group.
She's like, who's the nosy neighbor?
Miss Kravitz.
Mrs. Kravitz, yeah. She's Mrs. Kravitz, the nosy neighbor.
I am aware of my surroundings. That's why I'm always safe and feel comfortable.
And I'm oblivious. That's why I feel safe and comfortable.
That's right. See?
I'm so unaware. I'm unaware of danger.
There you go.
Now, don't write to me and tell me I'm crazy because I already know. I'm just who I am.
Oh, goodness. There is no danger.
So how do you support yourself on the road?
Well, that's a great question because recently I turned 62. So now it's become a matter of I'm fully retired. And before, I just planned ahead. And I was always planning a trip and saving for the trip and then on the road for a couple months. So now it's very nice. It's a whole new chapter in the book.
So you work, have you worked with the van, and lived out of the van and worked over
Yes.
the past 4 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Part-time.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Worked part-time while living in the van. It's not the easiest thing, but it is possible.
But you needed to make some money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I needed to make some
So
money.
you just stayed stationary in an area for a time.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And you just do what you got. A lot of people that live full time in their vans, they just do different seasonal things and just things for a couple of months just to get some money. Because really, you don't need a lot of money. How much does this? How much does this lifestyle cost?
Oh.
We don't even need any gas.
No. No.
Because we
And
just go on a mile down the road to sleep.
That's
and we come
right.
back at the beach, and we spent, weeks here.
there was a time before we went to the February meetup, I didn't spend a dime for 4 days. And my gas gauge barely moved.
Yeah.
So that's the way to do things, to really conserve money if that's an issue. So it's been wonderful.
Just to find a spot that you love.
Oh, definitely.
And just be there. So like right now it's this. It wouldn't be here in the summer. It would be too hot. So you find another spot and also a place to park at night, and then you just figure out another area that you love to be at every day.
Yes.
And then it's really no different than just being home every day.
Right.
You're just home.
Right.
Yeah.
Except I don't have an electric bill or a cable bill or a water bill or a mortgage bill. None of that. That's all gone. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Nice. So as soon as it gets hot here, what are your plans? Oh, you might be dog sitting.
Well, I might be dog sitting, but before that, because that wouldn't be until June. So it's Florida is too hot for me in June. Florida is the best place to be in the wintertime. I've loved it here for years in the wintertime. So probably by April 1st, to reevaluate, maybe move a little further north, not go too far, and then just keep moving north as it gets hotter.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll go to more meetups now that you've had a good experience with meetups?
I'd like to attend more of your meetups in the summer up north. I'd love to do that. But the future, who knows about the future?
Yeah. Where you've never traveled with and got connected with women before, and yet you've been enjoying it. If you're kind of thinking that you might want to be seeking that again, or are you just kind of good going with just however it turns out?
I'm really good about however it turns out. This has been such a blessing to have this time and be part of your meetups, and again meeting Renee. But I'm really a go with the flow, spontaneous person, and so however it works out is just fine.
It looks like I'm like an Amazon and you're like a little peanut.
That's because of my chair.
She's on a beach chair that's this far off the ground.
Should have sat on a pillow.
So you have this minivan and you have everything you need in it.
Everything I own
is
in that minivan.
So is it all jam-packed?
No.
No, it's not. I know the answer to that question.
I love to watch people's eyes bug out when they see inside, and I tell them everything I own is in here. And I don't carry extra power stations or solar or any of those things because I personally just don't need them.
You have everything you need. And
I have everything I need. Yes.
We're going to do a van tour. We're going to do a van tour. Stay tuned for a van tour. What do you do about temperature? Keeping warm and keeping cold. Is the answer always to move?
Well, that is a great question, because on the way down here, and that was what was so much fun about meeting Renee, because we both left Upper New York on the same exact day, but we didn't even know each other. So when we landed at your meetup, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're from New York. Where'd you come from? And she told me, and I said, oh my gosh, I left the same day as you. And then it was 22 degrees when we hit Delaware. And so I just had every blanket on. I just had to spend the night there, and then move on quickly. That's the key. Don't chase the warmer weather. That's for me.
Yeah, those nights that you sleep really, really cold, you're as long as you bundle up, it works. But
yes.
Spending the day somewhere stationary, cold, it just doesn't work.
That does not work. No. It is not the
turning
ideal.
Turning the car on and off, trying to run a heater is not really that easy. It's like you got to move.
Yes. Yeah. In my situation, yes, you have to move. Or you have to be equipped with all of that extra.
Yes. Kind of like, you see a lot of people like up in Canada that have YouTube channels that are full-time in vans in the snow and the ice, and they're chipping ice off their windshield, and they got the diesel heater running 24/7 because they got pets, and it's just they want to stay in that area.
Right.
And so if you want to stay in that area, then you've just got to have everything you need.
Oh, that's right.
You've got to have all the electric.
You've got to have it all. That's right.
Yeah.
May I'll visit those places in the summertime when they're having their summertime.
Right. Exactly. I'm not full-time in my van. I'm part-time in my van, but when you're living it for 3 months, you definitely get a taste for, like, there's no like going home tonight. Like, oh, I'm done with this, I'll go home. So it's like, it's something about, because people will always say, like, you must be like, oh, like I went to an Airbnb last week. Oh, that's so good. You got a nice break. No, I don't want the break.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the break.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I went into that Airbnb was because a friend came to visit, and we're sharing this week together.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to visit somebody and I'm in my van and I'm going to stay a couple of days and they have a guest room, I don't need it. I'm not vacationing with them. I'm just visiting, so I go in and out of their house. But I was actually this was a vacation we were doing together, and it just made sense that I go in the house, but it didn't feel like a gift. It felt like a gift to be with my friend,
Yes.
but it didn't feel like a gift having that big king-size bed. I tell you, I slept like a baby last night and was back in my van for the first night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just as comfy as can be in my van, And I think that you're very comfortable in yours.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much.
So you have everything, you have all your systems and everything that you need at your fingertips. You know where everything is, and you don't have one more thing than what you need.
No, absolutely. And I love it because that is my home. And so everything is right where I need it, right where I want it. I can put my hands on it. I can do everything in there. And so, yes, it's a little odd when my family and friends, oh, come in the house. Oh, yeah, this, that, and the other. Shower, that's a big thing. Oh, my word. Come in the house, have a shower. Well, I just bathed. I don't need a shower.
So how do you keep cleaning your van?
Oh, it's wonderful. Yesterday we had rain here, and I took a lovely hot bath with essential oils.
Now, how does that work?
Oh, it was lovely. I have a couple of buckets, and I heat my water, and I put my essential oils in, and then I have I use beach towels, but down on the floor, and I get my hair washed. It's lovely. It's so decadent to be able to do that, and it was raining outside, and it was so beautiful. I have no need for a shower, and I usually bathe every day. It's just a non-issue.
Yeah, so it's like a sponge bath.
Yeah, it's a sponge bath.
And do you use like a face cloth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah,
That's perfect.
it is.
Do you use soap and this essential oil water?
So that's a great question. I keep the Dr. Bronner's on hand, but I learned a trick from another YouTuber, and I use lavender and tea tree oil in my bath water. And tea tree oil is a natural, disinfectant or disinfectant, and lavender too is it's
in a lot of soaps and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Treat
in
shampoo.
it's a natural analgesic. So I don't have to rinse it off, so to say, like you would with a big lathering soap.
Yeah.
It works wonderfully.
Oh, and you feel clean. And
Oh, clean. Oh, yes.
So you just make the water as hot as you can stand it.
Oh, yes. And when I lived in a home, I took hot showers, and I get that water just so nice and hot in my van. The windows fog up. It's lovely.
And you have plenty of space to do it because you don't have a lot of stuff.
Correct.
So now my van is, I'm kind of somewhere in the middle of somebody that lives like Laura and somebody that lives like Luann in the van. My friend Luann from Arizona.
With the pool?
With the pool, yeah, the one that bought the $2 swimming pool. So she's got like a lot of stuff, and she wants a lot of stuff, and she wants no stuff.
No stuff.
And I want some stuff. I feel like I really don't have one thing, not one thing that I don't use. If I don't use it, I don't take it.
Right.
So I feel like I have the elbow room I need, but I am kind of packed. I'm packed in here to get everything that I need, because I need more than you.
That's true.
I feel like I haven't attempted to get by with less. I think I could get by with less. I just haven't attempted it because I don't need to.
Right.
I don't need to because I'm comfortable in here, and it has, like, the way that it's set up for me works for me. Now, if I didn't have a home, you would think I would have more stuff, but I don't need one more thing in here.
Right.
If I can stay in here for 3 months and not really feel like, oh, won't it be nice when I go home and I can have this again and I can use this again and I can, I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, I'm realistic. I know, like, is that the, why don't you turn that up a little louder? They can't hear it on the next beach.
Oh.
But you made a conscious effort to trim down this way. Were you when you moved in 4 years ago? Did you have almost no stuff?
Well, so here's the thing. So I've been a minimalist type person all my life. Even when I owned big homes, I still didn't want to fill it with stuff. So I've kind of always been that way. So it wasn't difficult and to scale down to this point. And I lived off the grid in Missouri for a little while on some property that I used to have. And yeah, you really learn to live minimally. So I've always been that way, but now it's definitely, I have one item in my van that I own that I don't want to leave at someone's home.
Oh, I know what it is.
That I carry with me.
We give her flack about it.
Yes,
so.
It's my sewing machine.
We're like, of all the things you don't have, you have a sewing machine. Seriously.
Yes.
We were shocked. The day that Renee and I found out that you have a sewing machine in that van, we were just looking at each other like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yes, yes. Yes, because by your standards, I don't have anything, which I have everything. But, by most people's standards, I have nothing, but yet I have this sewing machine in my van, and there is a wonderful place for it that you'd never know I have it in there.
Yeah.
But Lulu, looking at your van, you could easily take a bath in there.
Yeah.
You've got it set up
I
that
got
you
that
could.
open space.
Yes,
yeah,
you have a lot of open space in there.
I intentionally left the open space. Yeah.
So it's totally manageable.
Yeah.
Totally
I don't
manageable.
do the bath with the hot water, but I do sponge baths.
Right. Well, yeah, you have other ways to do showers, and I've thought about this many times. I could very easily, go to Planet Fitness and join, and I just don't need it.
Yeah.
So it just works for me.
So I can take a guest to Planet Fitness anytime I want. So it's always Renee, because she don't want to go.
No, I don't need to. I've already had a bath. You guys go.
So we're waiting for Renee to come back to join us. It's her birthday today, and she's spending time in Orlando with some family that we're going to have a birthday party for her today. And we feel like she's cheating on us.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we want to have a birthday party for her today.
Yes. Yes. And she's missing out on this beautiful beach weather, which she loves.
I know. Well, she'll be here soon enough.
Yes.
She'll be here soon enough. She's spending time with family. It sounds like they're lovely people in there.
Yeah.
Doing some things on her van for her and stuff.
Taking good care of her.
Yeah.
Which we wouldn't do that.
No. So really, for the foreseeable future, you see yourself living like this?
Oh, yes.
10 years.
At the very least. If
Yeah.
I'm on the planet that long, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't ever foresee myself living in a sticks and bricks ever again. If I'm visiting someone, I had an opportunity to be in a sticks and bricks when I was in New York, helping family, and after 3 days, I kind of felt like a caged tiger. Don't like it. Yeah.
So as long as you're physically able, you're in it.
I will be in my van. Yes, that is my home.
So how many people have said that we look like twins?
Oh my Lord!
Because
Yes.
yeah, we're both tall and slim. We both have long, thin, skinny faces, and
Yes,
we both have
the haircut.
yeah. Mine.
You
well,
need a trim.
I need. She's always telling me I need a trim. She wants me to get the buzz again, and I almost did. When she came back with her buzz, I was like, I'm going for the buzz,
Oh,
and then I
goodness.
didn't.
Well, it looks
But
beautiful on you.
Am I ready to? I'm ready for another trim.
Yes, you're ready for another trim. That's the thing. See, your hair grows fast as well.
Yeah.
So you need another trim.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, we're having too much fun.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up, and we're going to go face the sun and enjoy
Yes.
some sun right on my skin.
Oh yes,
And,
directly.
yep, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. And it's been an absolute joy to get to know you, Laura, and to spend time with you
Oh, yes.
the past month and a half. Has it been a
Yes.
month and a half?
Since the January meetup. Yes, it's
Nah.
been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just been really fun. And it's just been, you're just always smiling, and you're always in a good mood. And
Yeah.
you always have nice things to say, and you're a really nice person.
Thank
I
you,
see
Lulu.
examples of her kindness, just the way she interacts with people that walk by on the beach, and she's just a very kind and loving person. And
Well, thank you.
It's nice to spend time with you.
Oh,
Get
and
to
you
know
too.
I'll
It's
take a
been
hug.
lovely.
So we'll be back with a van tour
Yes.
someday, very, very soon.
Yes, yes.
Bye
for now.